Hello, everybody. We're back with the Port to Prem Season 2. And as you can see, we're on my profile at the moment. I just wanted to show you guys a few things. We finished off the National League North season. I did do a part 1, but I didn't get round to doing a part 2 because I was just smashing through the transfer window to get to the first game of the season. And I've had a lot on in the past few weeks. So this is just my profile. As you can see, I'm studying for a Continental C license, and if I go into my history and go into milestones and go into awards here, as you can see, I won the Vanarama National League North Manager of the Season last year. So that's my award. Also, Marcus Carver, our striker, won the top goal scorer and he won Player of the Year for the Vanarama National North. So that's a few little things there. We also did get some new staff in. We got one more coach added, another scout added, another physio added. We brought in a new assistant manager who is Leon Legay. Where he's pretty decent. He's a lot better than our old assistant manager. He used to play for a lot of teams in League Two and a bit in the Panorama National North. So he's one of the players from this level. And then our head of youth development is Sean Meller, who is just a regen person, basically. But he's pretty decent. He's an upgrade on the last two people that we had last time. I let the assistant manager and the head of youth development go in the summer because they weren't good enough for the team, and we got promoted as well. So I also wanted to upgrade it. What I basically did is I do what I usually do. I just go on staff, the job centre, and then I placed an advert for the staff that I needed, and then just got the people when they came back with a report, basically. So that's that side of things. We are in the league. We've just been promoted, obviously. So the season preview will go into this just to show you guys this whilst we are. Obviously, you can tell that none of our players are in our team. I think Leighton Orient, Morecambe, and Yeovil must be three of the best teams in the league. And then there's an absolute striker. As you can see, Leighton Orient and Morecambe did get relegated, so the first and second to go up, and Yeovil and Ebbsfleet are fifth and sixth, so playoff positions. Um, we are predicted to finish 16th. There's a few other teams to go down there. On the club vision side of things, work within the wage budget, play defensively solid football, direct football, and counter-attacking football. I am playing wing play, so that is mainly direct football anyway. Fight bravely against relegation, first round of the FA Cup and the second round of the FA Trophy, and then they want me to continue in the Panorama National. Obviously, I'm going to have higher expectations than that, but my main focus this season is to fight bravely against relegation. It's not that, it's to stay up, but they wouldn't be bothered if I got relegated, basically. Finance side of things, yeah, we're just hemorrhaging money like no tomorrow. There's no debt and loans, obviously, but we're 34k in the red. The transfer budget, I did take the lower end to kind of do the glitch like people do and take the lower end of things. So we ended up with a bit more wage budget and a bit more transfer budget to give the players a lower bonus. So as you can see, we're only spending 11,757 and we've got a 13,783 wage budget with a transfer budget of 41k. I am scouting a few players and trying to bring in a few players more. I will go into the kind of team report in a second, just to get a bit more in depth. But I tried to get a bit of depth and I tried to improve the team this season a lot in every single position, and I feel like I've done that. So on that, I'm going to track into some transfers. So what I will do is go into transfer history here. I'm going to leave that off for now because we did sign a few players last season, and a few players did go out in the summer as well. I thought they did. So we did sign at the end of the start of this season in June. We brought in Ban Sawalt on loan. 3.5 star current ability, 5 star potential ability. He's on loan from Lincoln. And then we did bring in Danny Whitehall, who is a 3.5 3 star current ability, 4 star potential, 25-year-old English striker. We brought him in on a free from Kilmarnock, and he's been in Kilmarnock, and he's been around Vanarama National and some of the non-league and League Two. Then we brought in Craig Davies, a bit of experience, 35-year-old Welsh striker, 3.5 star current ability, 3-star potential. We brought him in from Mansfield, and he's had a lot of Sky Bet 2 and League 1 and Championship experience over the years. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, Prince Philip died, so you heard it here first on the video. Yeah, this is Ruben Noble Lazarus, who is actually a proper league player, left, right winger, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He was some more depth in the wing on the left. With having now Watson, he's been around League 1 and League 2 and the Championship over the years. I did recognise his name, that's mainly why I signed him. Then we brought in Sean Rowley, who is a goalkeeper. My director of football brought this guy in. He's actually better than the keeper that we've already got, Heinz. He is 24, he's English, he's a goalkeeper, 3-star current ability, 2.5-star potential ability. He did get signed from Matlock, and he has been at League 1, Vanarama National level, so this level really. But then it gives me a backup kind of, so I needed a backup goalkeeper. I did have a good 16-year-old goalkeeper, but I've got him as a decent backup, so if he doesn't play well, Libertans can go in. Then we brought in George Hughes, who is a 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential centre midfielder, English. We brought him in from Newton in the Welsh Premier League, and he's mainly played Welsh leagues and some non-league football pretty much, and with Shrewsbury. On the outs, we did get rid of Marcus Wood because he wanted to leave. Dillian Vasilio because he just wasn't good enough for us really. Matt Challoner because he wanted to leave. Same with Nathan Baxter, he wanted to leave. And then we go into next season. Ollie McCoy I just got rid of because we could sign better players than him and we weren't going to use him. Massa wanted to leave. And Matthew Long is just a youngster from us who probably did have decent potential or something like that. 16-year-old who had decent potential. He just went to Colchester in the end. So I don't know if he does have good potential. He's a 36, so I'm not really bothered about it. He had 3.5-star potential. This is to everybody else. So Evan Ossam is on loan from UCD for a season as a backup left back. 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. And then we brought in Lewis Brunt, who is a 20-year-old English centre midfielder, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. He is from Aston Villa. Then we brought in Frank Mulhern, who is a 24-year-old Irish striker, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential, and he is from this league pretty much. He's played in this league and he had a very good season last year for Spennymoor and scored 17 goals with a 7.05 rating, so that's not too bad bringing him in. And then we signed Corey Brennan, a centre midfielder, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, 18-year-old, English, and he was from Burnley. Then we brought in Regan Ogle, who was at Southport for a very long time ago on loan from Accrington, because I think Accrington got an athlete with Southport. He can play anywhere across the back line, but he's mainly a left back or a right back, and he can play centre back. So he's more signing kind of a backup in these two positions because I did need a backup right back, but he's more versatile and can play anywhere across the back line. So that's a good player to have. He's 22 years old, Australian. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability, and he was obviously at Accrington for a while. He was on loan at Darlington last season, didn't play too well. As you can see, he had loans at Southport in 2018-19 season and the 19-20 season. So he has been here before. Then we brought in, I don't have a clue how I would say this name, Malik Jizkit Steele. He is an attacking right midfielder, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He was 20 years old. He is Surinamese, so a bit of nationality people from there. He was originally in Holland, and then he came to Middlesbrough, and then he hasn't played there, and he's come on to us. And then the last person we signed is Jean Bellahou Han. He is a 4-star current ability, 5-star potential centre-back, 20 years old, French. And we did sign him from Sheffield United. He's a Sheffield United youngster, and he did do, looks like half a season or played quite a few games at FC Halifax in the National League last year. So he has played at this level last year, which is quite good to be honest. So yeah, that's all the transfers done. That's everything gone through, really, I think. What I will do is I'll just do a quick team report on squad depth to show you kind of this is this formation we're playing. We're going to be doing the same type of formation. Obviously, I've created a hell of a lot more depth. 5 strikers, 3 left wingers, 4 right wingers, 8 centre midfielders, 4 left backs, 2 right backs, 7 centre backs, 3 goalkeepers. He's even decent. This is the youngster that I was on about, who is an Estonian 16-year-old goalkeeper with 1-star current ability and 4-star potential. So he could actually possibly be decent in the future. So I have got a third goalkeeper as well, if needs be. So yeah, that's pretty much the team altogether. I have tried to get more depth this season because I know games come thick and fast in the lower league football, and injuries can happen very often. So yes, we will see what we can do. I think Archer might probably more than likely be playing up front, which I am going to re-add him to that setup. Because as you can see, I did take a load of people off. What I do try and do is I try and take off people who I know probably won't be playing in that position ever. Even if it is a secondary position, I'll take them off if they won't be playing in that position. Because as you can see, Archer can play right wing and he can play striker. But with him playing that, he is the best striker at this club and he is the best right winger at the club. But also, De Steele can play there. So I'm guessing it will probably be Archer and Mulhern up front. Even though Carver had a massive good season last season, but we'll see what we'll do. So we are playing Stockport. Let me just go to the fixtures, tactical meeting, and whatever else, and then this will go to the team selection. I'm just gonna make that change for now. I already am on positive. So yeah, I won't go into the team for a second. What I am gonna do is we got attacking. I'm gonna put a winger on the bench, I think, which will probably be. Gonna put Ruben Luz and Nazareth on the bench, and then I'm gonna turn the unavailable things off here, so that gets rid of everything. And then yeah, this is gonna be the team for the first game. So we've got new boy Rowley in net. We've got new boy Ogle at left back, Ali and new boy Bellahou Han in at centre back, Bainbridge at right back, Oliver and Brennan in the midfield, Watson and Dishkis Steel. I'm just going to nickname him Man of Steel. I can't say his name. Set nickname. Let me click on it. There we go. He is going to be nicknamed Man of Steel. There we go. Man of Steel on the right. And then Carver and Archer up front. So that's the same up front as last season. But I have got Mulhern on the bench. So if Carver doesn't perform or Archer doesn't perform, then I have got other people to bring on. I think that's possibly the best team that we can put out, to be honest. Maybe not Ogle at left back, but I don't know if Doyle might be injured. See, Ossam can play better there, to be honest. I'm tempted to put Evan Ossam there. I know he's not our player, but let's give him the first game of the season, see how he does. Got Sowalt on the bench. See, I have let my assistant manager pick this. He is slightly better, but Oliver had a good season last season. And I would prefer to improve my players. The only downside is that one of my best centre midfielders who was signed has got injured. But no, we will stick with that team. If Charlie Oliver doesn't play well for a while, then we can always switch it up and put other players in. Because Charlie Oliver did have actually a good season last season, I think. But it's mainly just the up front who kept us going. I think the up front scored probably about over 50 goals between them, between Archer and Carver. So I don't mind Carver playing up front. He is slightly downgraded, but we have upgraded in a lot of positions. So if you upgrade in a lot of positions, it can downgrade the rest of your squad. So say you sign a possibility of signing a decent League 2 player, it is going to downgrade the rest of your squad. So I'm going to pump my fists. And that's that. I have faith in you on all of these and all that jazz. Well, Jordan Archer and Marcus Carver have still got a good connection up front, to be honest. So yeah, here we go, everybody. First game of the season, and then I will obviously after this, then we'll decide on where we want to come back to. It might just be maybe towards just after the transfer market ends, maybe at the end of August, I think it is. That's where I reckon maybe start of September we'll come back to see if we made any transfers or I brought anybody new in or anybody's got sold, because I am thinking of selling. What's his face in centre midfield? I can't remember off the top of my head. I am thinking of selling him because I've improved the centre and midfield. He is 32. I haven't set any of the set pieces up or anything actually. That is something I will sort out of the game. But we have got a throw in here. Bainbridge is on the throw, firing it into Carver. Carver's on the ball, and he's putting it in the bottom corner. Marcus Carver is starting life in the Vanarama National as he left it off in the National North and banging in goals and carving defences apart. Happy days. Well in, lad. Come on, everybody. Oh, nothing else has really happened. It's pretty boring first half, to be honest. There's only one opportunity. To be honest, I'm going to do outstretched arms. I'm pleased with how it's going. I'll take a win against. We're not even against Stockport. We're against Bromley. What am I doing? I thought we were against Stockport. We're against Bromley. I must have misread it. Sorry, guys. We're against Bromley in this game, not Stockport. What am I like? There we go. Cousins with a goal kick for them. Ossam's clear. Doofus is on the ball. Brown to Doofus to Coulson to Brown to Biggins to Maloney to Cheek to Maloney. Wakefield, Maloney, Cheek. Cheek's hit it and it's gone over. The ground looks a bit dead today, doesn't it? They've got a free kick. Wakefield's fired it in and it's been disallowed. Happy days. I am going to. Rowley's having a decent game, which is good to see. I am going to demand more from the lads. Archer to Watson. Watson's running inside. He's fired it wide. Watson's not having a great game, to be honest, either. Neither's the right winger. Neither's Brennan. It is going to take a little bit of time to gel because I have basically completely redone the defence. I have redone one of the wings. Watson I would prefer to play over Noble Lazarus, to be honest, because he is younger and I do want to. So he's just going to be set up as a winger on support. That's happy days. Maybe I'm going to take off Oliver and put Ben Salt in the midfield to give him a run out. And then my last sub I may take off one of the centre backs into the box and put Prendergast on. Brown's with the throwing. Coulson's on the ball. Back to Brown. Brown's banded it in. Cheek. Oh, okay. Bainbridge just cleared it. We've gone to 6th, I think. Stockport are losing 3-1. I must have just misread it. We must be against Stockport in the next game. Against Bromley. 76th minute. I'm going to try and encourage the lads, see if that helps. Man of Steel's on the ball. Archer. Salt. Brennan. Brennan to Man of Steel. Oh, he got tackled. Canotte. He's fired it over. Ali's cleared. Noble Lazarus. Brennan's on the ball. He's fired it upfield. No one's got on the end of it. Cousins is on the goalkeeper. He's fired it up. Doofus is on it. He's fired it wide. Happy days. I thought I was going to go in then. Usually stuff like that happens. Brennan's not having a great game either, to be honest. But I don't know who I have on the bench. Archer's. You know what? I'm going to give the new striker a 10-minute run out. I'm going to put Frankie Mulhern on. He's going to carry on as a target man on support. Happy days. So he's going to get a 10-minute run out, see if he can do anything in the last 10 minutes of the game. But this season, I have got choice. If people do get injured, if people are tired, if we've got midweek games, I might even set up a second 11 because I think I could possibly do that. I think this will possibly be my best 11. Maloney's just scored in the bloody 91st minute to level it 1-1. I hate that when that happens. It was a good clearance by Carver, but he just picked it up. No one read him. Rowley didn't really do too well with it, but he has got 7.3 today, so he hasn't really disappointed me. I don't know where Bromley are meant to be finishing in top of the league, but yeah, we did get lucky in that game. We weren't the better team. We would have been lucky to win, really. Bromley outplayed us. They got an XG of 1.72, so Rowley had a good game, to be honest, and he got man of the match for us. So that's a good start. Sign a new keeper, and he gets man of the match while you're in the first game. Uh, I am gonna say, that's a good result because it is really. We're getting points on the board this year. My main goal is just to stay up into the league, to be honest. We brought in a lot of new players. We brought in a lot of people which need to have time to gel into the team. One of our best centre midfielders is currently injured at the moment, and that draw leaves us in 11th place after the first game of the season, which is very good. I am going to continue on. If it goes back to the home screen, which it is, I think the player that we are trying to sell is Josh O'Keefe. That's it. He was a very good player for us last season. Dover won him on loan. Well, I might offer him out for loan as well, to be honest. But I don't think I'll be keeping him on at the end of the season, to be honest. Marlow Hall's more of a backup player, and he was young, and I did sign him on a proper contract. There's a few other players, obviously. Josh O'Hanlon, but then if he's not going to play great, I have tried to put up Adam Hansen and Oliver Marks on loan as well. But if they are going to go out on loan, I want their full wages to be paid. That's my personal opinion. I didn't show you any players on the youth take, really. Let's go on to the under 18s and show you the players that we got on the youth intake and show you some of the players who might become decent in the future. So the ones which is showing 4-star and 3.5 potential are here. So we've got a left winger in West Street, a right winger in Tom Osborne, a right back in Sam Brock, a right midfielder in Orjan Anonali. Where the heck is he from? Norwegian. Okay, that's a bit random. And James Brown. Got a singer in our back line. Very good. Left back. So that's the four or five future players who might become decent, who've got good potential out of the youth intake. There's a few more here, and then there's some nobodies down here, which aren't probably might be good, but they might become good in the future. And yeah, I think that's about it, really. I don't think we're really bringing anybody else in for the time being, because I was pretty much done. There's none on the outs, none on the ins. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. That's the first game done. What I will do is I'll go onto the schedule now, and Stockport was the second game of the season, my bad, which is in 4 days. What we will do is we'll go through the month of August, the whole month of August, and we will probably come back somewhere around here, like Boreham Wood, Woking, Maidenhead. I might do the Dagenham and Redbridge and Woking matches because they're one after another. One's on a Saturday, one's on a Tuesday, so I think I'm going to do that. As you can see, we had a good pre-season as well. So yeah, we'll come back for the Dagenham and Redbridge and Woking games. So that is the end of the episode, guys, and thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!